Yo, Spades Gang. Welcome to another brand new episode of the BK Spades Show. Did you hear that?
A little bit. It sounded like a bird or something.
I don't know what that was. But anyway, welcome to a brand new episode of the BK Spades Show. I am your host, the BK Spades, and I am here with my very lovely co-host.
Novocaine, baby.
All right, Novocaine. You know the drill. It's on you today. Let them know what else they got to do for us first, though.
First, you gotta head over to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Leave us a 5-star rating. Let us know, how you feeling the show and everything like that. Also, head over. You want to say the other part? You gonna say the other part?
What other part? Oh, head over to
www.
www.thebkspadeshow.com where you can find everything you need to know about the show, including these very beautiful hoodies that we still have on sale and logo tees.
Yes, indeed. And it's crazy because I was going to wear my Spades Gang hoodie today and I had to throw it in the dirty clothes. It was a big old spot on it. I was like, oh, baby. I was mad.
That's cold-blooded. I don't know how that happened because I ain't in your house. But anyway, we got to let them know what we're doing this week. Well,
this
for the next couple of weeks, actually.
Okay, so if you guys haven't noticed yet, we have put out an announcement about a few days ago or something, saying how we have decided to transition to a bi-weekly show. So every 2 weeks we will be here live on YouTube and Facebook. No more weekly episodes for now. So every 2 weeks, check us out, guys.
Yeah, we just had to have a few maintenance changes for a while, at least for the remainder of this season, so we can bring a better, more impactful show to you every 2 weeks now.
As we grow, we're going to continue to have different changes and everything like that. That's just how it is with growth. Everything's going to change. Things are always going to be changing.
That's right. Also, on the next episode, I will not be here.
Boom. So, prayerfully, hopefully, I have our big bro Demo join us for our next episode. So, hopefully, prayerfully, he's here with me. And that's in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Not next week, 2 weeks. It's gonna be a different, it's gonna be a different vibe for sure.
It's gonna be interesting to say the least.
I know we'll be on vacation, but I'm definitely gonna tune in. Or try to tune in, to see how things are going and maybe chime in the comments or whatnot. And
trust, it will be handled. I'm going to take care of everything.
Ain't word.
I'm just trying to avoid doing a whole show by myself. I'm trying to avoid that. So if you guys are interested in coming to be my guest for a day, just reach out. Let me know. I have a couple of different topics that I want to talk about with that episode. So we'll be in talk, people.
Listen. If Demo comes in and he's too good, he's never going to be invited back to the show. He's never going to be.
He knocks it out the park every single time. So that's why he's not mine.
The difference is I will be here. I'm usually here when he does that. But if I'm not here and then, no, it's a wrap. Over. Dunzo. He's never returning again. Never.
Don't do that.
All right, okay. And it's your week to take over, so let them know what we got going on.
So first and foremost, we would like to thank the Indie Club members that came through 2 weeks ago. You guys are doing an amazing job. The new music is great. Keep going, keep growing. We are very proud of you.
Facts.
Thank you again to everyone that has been reaching out and letting us know, how you guys are discovering the Indie Club through our show. So thank you for that. Shout out to you guys for listening to some dope music.
For real.
But aside from that, how are you doing, BK? You doing pretty well? You doing good?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
I'm good too. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the episode of today. So first on the docket, we have my man Justin Bieber. Poor Justin Bieber.
It's been wild on the internet for Justin.
It's been a little. I mean, for Justin Bieber, I kind of feel like he's been pretty wild. It's been pretty wild for him his entire career. And
True,
for
true.
what's going on the internet right now behind him, I kind of could understand why it's been pretty wild for him. So, according to BuzzFeed, they were able to find. Let me see if I have the tweet here because I did not pull it up before we started. I just got on the mic and just was like, "We here, we is here."
That's usually how it goes, right?
So, according to
BuzzFeed. You just
I
gave them
do
people a
not.
whole new name.
Yeah, no, because I thought I had the tweet right here in front of me. But I do not have the tweet right here in front of me. According to BuzzFeed, there is a Twitter account. There is this Twitter account. I'm going to find it really shortly here.
I'm looking too.
That is basically like a conspiracy memes Twitter account that actually found a TikTok, and they put together different clips of Justin Bieber. See, it seems like he's being like preyed upon. These people are predators. It seems as though he's very uncomfortable in these videos. I actually got the tweet here. It is from cons I guess it's supposed to say conspire memer, but it's
Mm-hmm.
CONSPMEMER. And the tweet reads, I don't like Justin Bieber very much, but after seeing this, I can't help but feel sorry for him. It's about 2 minutes long, and within this 2 minute clip, you see celebrities from Jenny McCarthy to Katy Perry, James Corden to interviewers, just like me and you,
Yeah.
putting Justin into positions where he is very, very, very uncomfortable. So my thing is if he feels like this in front of the camera, if they're doing this to him in front of the camera, imagine what's going on behind the camera. Imagine what's going on when the cameras are turning off. How uncomfortable he felt. You can literally see how uncomfortable he is. Shout out to Justin Bieber for being able to be so young, but still being able to articulate how he feels. So there were so he was about 18 in the first clip with Jenny McCarthy. I feel so bad about this because I watched The Masked Singer.
Yeah.
Jenny McCarthy is one of the judges on there. I never liked her as a judge anyway, and this clip made me not like her even more.
Hold on. But before we jump into this, we want to say that all of this is, even though there's video, we're looking at it. The allegations and the feelings of everybody is all basically allegedly, and you know how it is on the internet. Things can get blown out of proportion. But from the video footage that I've seen from that same account, it definitely looked like he was uncomfortable. He was verbalizing how uncomfortable he was, and people just kind of brushed over.
Just
I
brush it
shot you
off.
the link to that article. I found it.
Yeah, I got it. I actually found the article too. I think as soon as it came through, I was looking at it. So,
Well done.
um, let's talk about Jenny McCarthy first. So that's the very first clip of the video that is on TikTok and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny McCarthy, like, basically like strong arm my man and like trying to kiss him on his neck and stuff, and
Yeah.
he's like trying to break away. You can see him trying to break away, and he's like, whoa, what are you doing? You can hear it on the mic. What are you
Yep.
doing? He finally breaks away, and he's like, oh my gosh, I feel violated. BuzzFeed went on to say that Jenny McCarthy was asked after this whole ordeal, why did she act like that towards Justin, and her response was, my cougar instincts took over and I couldn't help myself. Excuse me? Now, at
It's
the time,
not an excuse.
Jenny McCarthy was 40 years old and Justin Bieber was only 18. Yes, he was of a legal age, but we know how it is. If an
It didn't
18-year
matter.
old, it does not matter. If anybody, it doesn't matter who it is, whether you're 18 and 20, 18 and 30, 18 and 40, it does not matter. If you're 16 and and you have a 40-year-old uncle, auntie, and you tell them don't touch you, you should respect their wishes.
Absolutely.
Justin, I feel very bad because a lot of these clips went on, and even though I kind of feel bad, but I kind of am shocked at the same time. I feel bad because I did not know any of this was going on. On top of, I didn't really follow Justin's career to really pay attention to any of this going on.
Yeah.
So I
So
kind of feel like, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say before we get into like our personal feelings about this, can we finish what happened in the video first, and then we'll
There's
come
a
back
lot.
to you? Yeah,
There's a
because
lot.
it is a lot. I just don't want people to get like us jumping around from it or something.
There is a lot. Let's get into Katy Perry squeezing Justin booty. Very, very weird.
That
She was
was
a grown
that was
woman.
that was extra. I mean, the kiss on the neck is one thing, it's still crossing the line for
Yeah.
sure. But like now you violating private areas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother case right there.
Get your hands off of me. Like,
Right?
why are
Woman
you?
unhand me.
And if I'm not mistaken, he was underage in that picture when she grabbed his butt. But Katy Perry was a grown woman. James, what's his last name? Corden.
Corden.
James
James Corden.
Corden. He does like the car karaoke where
Yeah.
everybody pretty much know him. I think he has his own show too, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah.
James Corden asking him very uncomfortable questions. It looks like they're like sitting in some type of award ceremony.
I want
Uh,
to say it was the Brit Award. It was the Brit Awards.
it was the Brit Awards. Okay, very
She
uncomfortable. Made
because Justin
Justin
was
very
16 at the
uncomfortable.
time.
He was 16 at the time. Uh, he does an interview for a radio show. The interviewer, grown woman, telling a 15-year-old, and this was the weirdest part out the whole video, aside from Jenny for me. The weirdest part was she goes to tell ask Justin. So I haven't had the sex talk before. Can you tell me what the sex talk is? Beep.
Yeah, because when he responded to that right there, he was like, "I'm like 15, and my mom is sitting right there. Like, what kind of who does
Isn't
that?"
that weird? Isn't that weird to ask a 15-year-old boy that question? Like,
Yeah,
kudos. I'm so like his parents definitely raised him right for him to be able to vocalize that. Like a lot of people aren't able to very verbalize like how they feel. Like for me, prime example, it took me a very, very long time to actually verbalize how I feel. But to see a young 15-year-old boy rising to stardom to actually be able to talk like that,
and we
kudos to him.
already know what kind of world this is when it comes down to the entertainment and all that stuff. So it's like layers upon layers upon layers of things he has to watch out for on a daily basis. And he was able to, like you said, verbalize and communicate well that, hey, I ain't feeling this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Hey
and with
JJ, good afternoon.
yeah, what's up, girl? Um, and with the James Corden situation, I think he was like sniffing him and saying he smells good. So
Yeah.
I mean, like they were like literally sitting here sexualizing a 15, 16-year-old kid,
Yeah.
and had that been a female, which I'm sure there was, if we could go back, we probably see a lot of that because I know Christina Aguilera and Britney, all of them was also over sexualized as well. But I don't think anybody was brazen enough to put their hands on them like that in a public setting.
Yeah. That's the that's the part that's really strange to me is that the physical contact between some of these celebrities with Justin, and it's like were they not held accountable? Like yeah, this happened a while ago, but like, what is going to happen now? Like, a lot of things happened a long time ago, and people are paying the cost now. So, what's
Yeah,
going to happen to Katy Perry? What's going to happen to Jenny? Heavy on the Jenny McCarthy for me. Heavy on the Jenny McCarthy for me.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I don't think it's because listen, I'm not a real proponent of council culture
It
anymore
doesn't
because I'm
exist
like it
anyway.
doesn't
But
exist. It doesn't really work. But there have been consequences for people who did things that was out of line, who SA'd people or implied it. And if it was a male in this, and I really hate, oh gosh, I hate that. But if we're being honest here, if the roles were reversed, I think it would come down harder on
if it
those
was a
males right now.
if it was a female. And that's where the double standard lies. Like a lot of
Yeah,
people, a lot of men, a lot of people don't believe that men can be SA'd, period.
they do not.
They don't believe it because they always saying that there's this ridiculous thing that people believe that men always want it, which is very not true at all.
Time period. And I know this is again not an excuse, but let me go back and think. Like in that time period when Justin was first coming up, number one, nobody in society was on this whole protect the young people like they were now. We were not equipped at the time. We did not understand the mental ramifications at the time. Yes, because I do remember back in the day, you go to a party and a girl walk by, people was grabbing butt cheeks and
Yeah.
smacking butt cheeks, and that stuff like that was
Yeah.
happening at that time, and we were coming to an end of it. But in that era, it was rampant. So that kind of explains the brazenness of it all. Another thing is we were older and we didn't pay attention to Justin. So in that semblance, we kind of failed Justin as a society on
We
that
did.
one.
We did. On top of like what I was saying in earlier, I don't think we really paid attention to it because like I wasn't really checking for Justin.
I wasn't either.
Like it's like he wasn't really making this type of music I listened to, and then like when he came out, I thought he was way younger than what he was. Like he and
He
I
was
are
like
only
he was
4 years
12 when
apart.
he was first. Yeah, he was 12 when he was first discovered.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that he and I were only 4 years apart. I'm thinking he's like a little baby,
Yeah,
but in reality, we could have been in the same school at the same time,
yeah,
same high
yeah.
school at that at the same time.
I mean, not me,
So,
but yeah, I feel you. For you, that's a reality.
not you, not you. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I know. We're gonna brush over that. But
So,
yeah,
so I feel like definitely as a society, and it's just it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange how many like younger adults, especially in my age range, that went through something weird like this in the public eye.
and it's again glossed over. Cause
It's
I'm gonna
just
be
glossed
honest,
over.
I wasn't checking for Justin at all when I first, the whole Usher came out. Usher discovered
Legit.
him, and I was like,
And
okay, so he getting vouched by Usher. Cool. I listened to the
wait,
song.
pause. Oh, right quick on 20 seconds on the play.
Flag.
In the a flag, right quick. On the article, it said that Scott Brown
Yeah.
discovered him.
So this is the thing.
So how did that work
You
out?
Someone could discover you, and then once you get with the bigger name, they usually ride the bigger name's coattail. Usher became like a mentor for
Ah.
Justin, which
Okay, so he
we
was
got
the
to
mentor.
talk about. Yeah, but when it came to like the 106 and Park thing, it was like Usher discovered him. What was the name of that group that Timbaland
Mm,
had? That rock group back a few years back. Shoot, I can't remember the name. One Republic.
Timbaland.
Timbaland. Yeah, I think it was like One Republic.
I
Remember
know
when
the
they
group
came?
called One Republic. I know that group.
Remember when they first came and Timbaland had that song with him, and it was like Timbaland brought in a new group, and so
No.
it's like people find you, and then you get Diddy gets credited with discovering people when in reality these people already had careers beforehand.
Okay. So he
Best
had
example,
already so he already was making some noise. It's just that Usher pushed the envelope. And when he
basically,
hooked up with Usher, and then especially at that time, Usher was still big. He was still huge, 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 making new music that sounds good.
yeah, yeah.
My God, I was a huge Bieber
I'm
fan back then. She begged me to take her to see the Never Say Never movie he made. I didn't feel right watching it. Hmm.
JJ. That was a comment from JJ. Why didn't you feel right watching
That's what
the
I was about
movie?
to ask. Like,
And
what
we're
went
gonna come back
on?
to that.
Because I remember that movie coming out, but I don't remember what it was about. I don't remember, anything
They
about the movie except for it was made.
Yeah, the way they pushed Justin was he was this child prodigy of Usher, and he was the next big thing. He was the wave at the time. And then Baby, when Baby dropped,
And
and
Ludacris dropped on the track.
Luda was on the track, and that's how I saw Justin. And when I heard the song, I was like, I don't like this kid. I don't like his little punk ass. So I'm just
It
going
was bubble it was bubblegum. It was bubblegum music, and it
that's
was
how
definitely.
Justin at the time.
And I think that's why I feel some type of way, and I always thought that he was way younger than what he was, because up until he made that one song, he was like 19 or 18. I always just looked at him as a little boy, like
Yeah.
that baby song for sure was just like, and then he had the little flip, how he had the little flip hairstyle. I
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
hairstyle made him look a lot younger. It was the
It
hair.
did. It
It was
was
the hair.
I think it was definitely the music industry gonna package you up with how they think you're gonna sell. And I'm sure because he was coming out with Usher as his backer and Ludacris was on the track, they wanted him to keep his innocence. And remember, like the storylines was Justin Bieber believed in God. He was at church. He's a church boy.
Mhm.
The innocence was played up, and people like that stuff, so they was eating it up. Now, versus, and this is where I'm going with this. If you look at like say a Bow Wow or a Little Romeo when they dropped, and they were getting attention from the grown women, they didn't care. It felt more like, oh, we cool with this. This is what we wanted. So when it comes down to other child stars, this is like automatically in your mind at this point. Like, Bow Wow had grown women in his video. So of course nothing is gonna happen to Justin. It's just a show. But you know what I'm saying? These are the way they played it up. It just seems like it was
Hell,
wanted attention. So I think a
I'm
lot of
not
that
ready.
played into Justin being kind of overlooked as if nothing was wrong.
I'm not ready for that. Like that thought just ran over my mind. Like, what if they thought it was so cool that he had great grown women in his videos, and what if he was being SAE too? Like, I'm not ready for that.
You talking about
Like,
Bow Wow?
if that was to happen, allegedly,
Yeah,
supposedly.
I think Bow Wow's from a time he probably wouldn't say it.
Yeah, I don't think he would if it did happen. I don't
Yeah.
think he would. On top of, like, there's this there's this weird stigma where a lot of men feel as though that they were so cool because they were 14 losing their virginity to a 20-year-old woman.
Not that that happened to me. It didn't. But I do remember being in school and when people were talking about the teachers showing them attention, that type of thing, or getting attention, high school and stuff. You like, hey, I got with this teacher, I got with this person. And it's like a badge of honor to a lot of boys.
It's sad. I don't like it. We got to change that. It's
Oh
sad.
no, it's the narrative
Women
has changed already though.
women I don't know though. I don't know though. I don't
I'm not
know.
saying it don't. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying
There's
it's
a huge
more,
double standard.
but we're more likely to be like, "Yo, that's gross" now than
Yeah,
when we were
true.
younger.
True. So moving on, in the BuzzFeed article, there was one last part that was not in the video. Apparently, L.A. Reid wrote in one of his books that Justin Bieber was so beautiful it reminded him of a woman's face, and that made me
Okay,
very uncomfortable.
all right. So context matters. Even even here, personally, I don't like talk the way they're talking about any of these kids.
Mm-hmm.
But L.A. Reid is in the position of a record executive. Remember when I just went back and told you about image? I don't I don't I think it doesn't matter what the age of the person is. If they're in this industry, their body image and their image overall is going to be critiqued, it's going to be examined, and it's going to be used to push whatever narrative it is. Now, if it's a SA thing, I'm not sure. Is it borderline creepy? Absolutely, it is. But it seems like that's just the nature of this business. So the best way to avoid this is don't put your kids in this business. That's
And
it.
it's sad. It's sad. I wouldn't say don't, but definitely watch who you work with, because I think that there are still decent, good people that have good intentions. It's just that so many people in the industry have such a bad look on them that it overpowers the ones that are doing good.
The thing about that is, and you might be right, and I'm sure individually people do have good intentions, but when you are with a major record company, you have a board of people that is also looking at nothing but the image of that person.
True.
And if they say we want Britney Spears in a tight silver top with Daisy Dukes on and water coming from the ceiling and surrounded by snakes with fireworks and everybody sweaty and glittered up, guess what's gonna happen in that
It's gonna
video?
happen. It's
You
gonna
know,
happen.
if you want Britney to sing "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time,"
And she was 16 at the time when she sang that song with that tight ass skirt on, little as shit. Oops, excuse me. Little to the mug with that little small bra. She was only
right?
16.
Christina
Christina
Aguilera gonna tell
Aguilera
you to
as well.
rub
She
that
was
bottle.
she was like 15, 16 as well. She was 15 or
Yeah.
16 as well.
So
And
it's just
then
the nature of the business.
allegedly, Beyonce as well. So
It's a little even weirder with that because her dad was like
her dad
feels
was the
like a
manager.
cutthroat. Yeah.
Her dad was the manager. He was the shot caller. He honestly, if it wasn't for her dad, I don't think she would have been as famous as she is now,
No, no, no,
honestly.
no, no, no. I
Because
feel
he was
like
pushing
everything,
it.
yeah, everything has to line up.
Yeah.
And these stars don't happen by accident. It's a plan there, whether they are discovered like Soldier Boy independently or someone saw them sing one time on the internet and then pushed them somewhere. It's never just, oh, I was making moves over here on YouTube and then I got signed magically. No, th- sometimes they put stuff out on the internet to make you fall for it, to make you feel like it's homegrown.
Yeah.
It's always a plan. It's always a
There's always a
discovery.
plan. There's always a plan.
What's that girl, the ABCDE girl song, whatever it was that was going around
Oh yeah.
TikTok for a while? They said,
Yeah, that song.
yeah, they were saying that that was a plan. It wasn't some organic thing that happened. So
I believe
I'm
it.
inclined to believe that too.
There aren't
Allegedly, it was a
these
plant.
days and times. There's always it's all like you said, always a plan. There's always somebody peeping you. You think you're doing everything organic. Next thing you know, you're getting swooped under, and your whole
Yeah.
image is changed.
And
Uh, there may be a couple of people. I want to say Glorilla might be the most authentic, but at the same time, I don't know. Like you just never know what's going on behind closed doors. So it's like
listen, anytime I see any artist where there's minimal talent and uber sex appeal, I'm always like,
Ice Spice.
wow.
Oh,
I wasn't
God,
gonna say that out loud, but it's too
God
late. You
forgive
did.
me. I said it. I mean, she is a beautiful girl. She is, but I just don't get the music. I don't know if it's
You know
because
what?
I'm older. Like, is it because I'm
No,
older?
no, I don't know. I didn't get the whole mumble rap thing either. So
Hmm,
I don't
true.
know. We went from like
But that's
everybody
like
was
kind of
in the
okay. I'll say an older artist.
who?
Cassie. I did not care for Cassie's music,
I didn't
but I
either.
felt as though she should have been a model. And then next thing you know, we saw her doing more modeling things. So it's like maybe they're not that person for that route. So they could always
Maybe
choose
so.
different things. Sweetie, I don't get her music. I just don't.
I did. I like one song from her, but this is when I started coming around back into the younger generation because that whole era from the mumble rap to the depressed music that was just regurgitating over and over again, and then it blended with mumble rap. So then it was like depressed mumble rap music. I was like, no, this is
Not the
this.
depressed mumble. That's
Hey,
the double
hold
whammy.
hold on. Speaking of, we got a response to why our good friend JJ did not like the Justin Bieber Never Say Never movie.
JJ says, I was in my 20s and she could have been no older than 14. All those young girls and grown men were in the theater by themselves. Some moments he had no shirt on. I had to guard her with my life. Oh, no.
Yo, I've never seen it, and I never really thought about
It's
again,
the grown
again
men in the movie theater for me
by themselves though.
by themselves.
Well, grown men can be uh into other men, but
I
into
will
boys,
say, I would say
that's
one of those grown men probably was a movie critic. I'll just give it the benefit of the doubt.
maybe. Listen, you know how
Maybe.
depressed I would have had to be if my job, my newspaper was like, "Yo, I need you to go by yourself and watch Never Say Never." Do you know how much hell I would have raised on my way to that theater and back to my boss's office to tell him I don't want to go?
Oh, it was a documentary series following him going into his show at Madison Square
Yeah,
Garden.
that's
Okay.
back at the height of
Now I want to
concert
watch it.
videos in theaters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause Michael Jackson did one too around that time. This is it. Huh.
Has Michael Jackson ever took his shirt off at a concert? I don't think so. He usually have on like a tank top.
It'll be
That
a
was just
tank
a
top.
regular.
I don't think nobody wanted to see Michael Jackson's nipples though.
And we're about to segue into a whole nother section. Uh, but I'm just saying, you right. I think you might be right. I don't know. I don't want to see Mike at all like that, but I just
I
wanted to
don't
see
think.
this man in his tube socks that we scrunched down with the glitter on them
Rest
hit the
in peace.
moonwalk and that spin. That's all I've been wanting. That's all
That's
I've
all
been
you
wanting to
wanted.
see.
That's all you
That was
wanted.
it. Throw the hat.
Throw the hat. Do the
You
moonwalk.
know, I would have if I was in them concerts. I would have. Oh my god, he threw the hat.
Yeah, I would have went crazy if he when he threw that hat.
Oh,
I would have went crazy
he
when
threw
that hat.
the hat.
Oh my god, he pulled out the glove. Oh my
Basically, that
god.
would have been
That's
me.
about that's about to be me at Beyonce's concert. Ah! Ah!
Hey, we got to wrap this up. Any
Let's go
last
ahead.
words?
Any last words? I was about to repeat what she was about to say. La- last words for Justin. I stand with you, Justin. I feel bad for you, bro. No one should ever be subjected to that. And anybody that's going through something like that, like I'm here for you. Say something. Speak up for yourself. Make these people uncomfortable. Maybe they will stop.
Facts. I like the way you said that. And you know what I'm saying? When Justin comes out and tells his story, we're gonna be right there riding with Justin, because
I
the
stand with
man
him.
definitely deserves something,
And he
at
can
least.
sing. I don't say that about a lot of people, but Justin can actually sing. So
Oh yeah, yeah. He definitely deserves a platform to speak on his own issues if he wants to speak out.
hmm
Um,
shout
I,
out Justin Bieber.
well, since you're leading this, you got to do what time it
Well,
is.
we are at that time again for that part of the show. You ready, BK?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Is this I think I missed the part because I was supposed to say it's the B side, baby, because that's what you be saying.
I mean, we could do it again. You can say it now.
It's the B side, baby.
So this is the thing about having live shows where you miss keys.
When you miss the cue, we 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 are going to have a little bit of fun with this B side. We bringing out those cards again. We had them about 4 episodes ago. I'm gonna say,
The
I don't
combo
know
and
what's
chill
the name of
cards.
these cards. What's the name?
Combo and chill.
Combo and chill. Shout out to Combo and chill. We're not taking your cards and making them our own. We're just dropping that.
Listen. I got these off Amazon, and
How's the Amazon?
I'm pretty sure we're coming to the end of using these on the show.
Okay.
But if this is the last time, y'all go pick up Combo and Chill. It's a
Very
really good
interesting
game.
deck. Very,
Absolutely.
very interesting deck for sure.
All
To say
right.
the
So
least.
let me know when you're ready. I'm following your lead, man.
I'm ready for you. Are you gonna read? You gotta read them. I ain't got the card.
I got your back. I got your back. Are you ready for the first one? Tell
Yeah.
me the first question. Hit me. Come on. Say it. You gotta say it.
Say, oh, give us the first question, BK. Oh, that's why, because you put it on the screen.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let me go ahead and read this.
All right. I read. You gonna read it or am I?
I'll read the first one. You can read the
You
next
read
one.
the first one. Go.
If you cheated on your partner, would you tell them or would you withhold their information to prevent them from getting hurt? Oh, snap.
I guess this.
Whoa.
I, I guess since you read that, I have to answer that.
I ain't got the answer, Sway. I'm not trying to self-incriminate myself. Oh
If we're
no.
if we're being honest, I don't think I have the answer to that either.
See, there it
Because,
is.
but I be honest, I person
You breaking up, Brody. Give it a
I saw.
moment. Oh, you saw it?
No, I said I see me breaking up. Am I still
Oh,
breaking up?
no. You good now.
We got a storm brewing outside right now, so it's tripping. Would I withhold the information, or will I say that I cheated? Definitely, if I was asked point blank, I'm going to tell it because I feel like if you ask me a question point blank, I got to be honest about it. But I think my
It said what you
conscience.
tell. It don't say nothing about if your partner asks you. It's just saying what
Okay,
you telling yourself.
I mean you're right. You're right. Would I tell on myself? Eventually, yeah, I would. Because I can't. I'm bad at holding secrets like that about myself, and I wouldn't want to hurt my partner. But I think I'm gonna have to tell. I'm gonna have to tell.
All right, so here go me putting layers on it. So if I was to cheat, right?
Uh-huh.
If it was a physical cheat, I'm definitely telling.
Okay. Okay.
If it's one of those emotional things, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to do this. I got a partner. I don't want to answer
No.
this question.
No.
Next thing
No.
you
You
know,
have to.
next thing you know, after this show, oh, so you've been cheating and not telling nobody.
For the record, I have never cheated, and I have never thought
I'm
about the
proud of
question.
you. I'm proud of
That's
you.
right.
I haven't
That's
cheated
right.
in my current relationship, but I can't. Technically, I don't have any other relationships. But if I did have any other relationship,
No, you better watch how you better watch how you say that. Hashtag
F
black
them,
men don't cheat, by the way.
F them. Okay.
No, no.
If I let me move it this way.
Oh my
If
gosh. Don't be
I would
nervous.
tell,
Just answer the
I would
question.
just tell. I would just say yes.
So so
I'm not
so we're
withholding the
clear.
information. I don't think I could withhold that information because I talk too much. Like,
I think that's what it is for me too. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you.
like, say, you know how you used to tell your mom stories and then you had to stop because it's like, I
And
done.
then you have to kind of you got to make up something right
You
there.
gotta
Like
make
I
something
wasn't even
right
there.
in the
I
middle.
wasn't
Like,
even there.
I wasn't even there. I just know because you don't want to get in trouble with your mom.
Cause my homegirl
That's how
Sandra was telling me about it. That's how I know.
that's how it would be for me in cheating. Like, I would just have to tell. So like,
Oh yeah, I'm snitching on myself
I'm
automatically because
definitely,
I don't want you to find out
I'm
later
definitely, most definitely, hell yes.
or to hurt you later. So I'm gonna be honest.
So I agree with you. I would tell because I feel like anything done in the dark will always come to the light. So it's better to tell on yourself than somebody else telling your partner.
JJ says, as much our third co-host today, as much as I was cheated on before marriage, no, women's intuition has never failed me yet, so she wouldn't tell. I think that's how I'm understanding this. You just gonna hold it.
So you just withholding information, huh, JJ, from your husband? I'm snitching. Say nah.
No, we're not snitching, JJ. All
I
right,
don't even know who that is. I don't even know that man. I'm your friend.
right? You can't just be out here. Let me tell you what our homegirl did.
Right. Let me tell you about your homegirl, your wife. I don't even
Right?
know you.
All right, let's move on. Next question. If your life was a novel, what would be the title of the book and why?
The life The title of my novel would definitely be. So this what you call life?
The fact, the pure joy you got out of this question, first and foremost. But why is this? Why would that title be it?
I literally, I literally asked myself that question. I won't say every day, maybe every 2 days.
And she
Don't
said,
do
don't
that.
be out here snitching on her like that.
I won't, JJ. Your secret is safe with me.
All right, let me
I
see.
definitely asked myself, so this is what life is about? Like, so this is what life is. So okay, whatever. So that's why it'll be the title of my novel. A novel about my life, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. The book of your life. If your life was a novel, what would be the title of the book and why? I am going to go with The Misadventures of BK
Not the
because
mysteries.
I'm just saying, do you know how many times things are supposed to go one way and then they just go completely left? And I'm sitting there like,
Yeah.
what the F? Like all the
Mm-hmm.
time. So I'm like, The Misadventures of BK sounds like a bestseller. It
It sounds
sounds
like a bestseller. Sound like you could get a little something something on with that. Bruh, what are you doing? Okay, JJ? Exactly. Bruh, what are you doing? Period. Period. I will grab that book in a heartbeat.
For real, because if anything, man, if you ain't asking yourself those type of questions every day, you ain't having fun in
You're not
life.
having fun. Are you even living or are you existing?
Are you even lifing right now?
That's a title
That's
to
a bar right there. That's a bar.
are
That
you even living or are you just existing? Let me know.
for real. All right, here we go. Next question is on you, Nova Kane.
If you are leaving a party, what song will make you run back to the dance floor? What song will make me run back to the
I
dance floor?
already got an answer. The Entourage, Bunny Hop, because I had way more fun back in the college days when the Bunny Hop hit. Everybody was rushing on the floor, and it was like so many different people from so many different
The bunny
areas.
hop.
Da 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 do 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 do. You ain't never heard the bunny hop. You ain't
I
never been
might
to
have.
the south.
Well,
But yeah, hold
well,
on.
remember that one song that you always was singing, and it I had to like actually hear it to understand, but I always heard it. I just never knew the
Yeah,
name of the song or what they were saying. I just
but
always heard it.
for those of you who know the song, it was like one of them songs where if depending on what area you're in and how many different people was there, you can see like 8 different versions of this dance, and it was just all fun learning different songs and dances. I mean, the different dances from other people, their version.
I have a few songs. Almost anything by Usher, almost anything by Beyonce, and the Chicken Head by Chingy. I don't
Oh,
know. I mean, right there.
the
The name
chicken.
of the song is
Oh,
called Right There.
yeah.
I don't know
I was
why.
gonna let you have it though. I was just gonna let you have it. I wasn't even gonna
I
correct
don't
you.
know why I like that song so much, but like,
It was
give me
definitely
what
a
you
vibe though.
got for a pork chop. I still don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it gets the people going. So, oh,
I
and GOMD by
J
J
Cole.
Cole. Hmm.
I've never been to a party and heard that song being played or a club or
Probably. I
anything.
mean, they probably wouldn't, but I would play it at my party because that song gets me so hyped.
So no back that ass up by Juvenile. No, you that
First
wouldn't
of
get you back.
all, first of all,
I'm coming back to the dance floor because I know
BK. I'm not.
what.
I would probably go back to the dance floor to watch, but I wouldn't dance myself because the only reason why is because BK, you first of all, I was there in the 99 and the 2000. I was there. Even though I was a child, I was there, okay? I
You
was
gotta
there.
go back for
For,
nostalgia.
no, sir. Then do you know how many parties I went to from the age of 16 until about 24? Do you know how many times I've heard that song?
I know it's probably overdone, but it's like the Black national dance anthem at this point.
Child, if they turn on the electric slide, I'm going back. Say no.
Oh no, no, you got to
I'm
go back
definitely
for the
going
electric
back to
slide.
the electric slide.
All right, so
I'm
here's the
sorry, I'm going back.
so finding out what the electric slide was about was
It's a
culture shocking for me.
It's about a vibrator, right?
Yes, and it makes sense now. But you go back for the electric slide, cha cha slide. You go back for the cha cha slide. You wouldn't go back for the cha cha slide.
I'll do electric slide before the cha
Not
cha
if all
slide.
the aunties and uncles was on the floor, like get your. You wouldn't go back. Drunk Nova wouldn't go back for the cha cha slide because I know drunk BK is going back automatic.
Maybe. It depends on the fun level too, because if you're having a lot of fun, you don't really want to leave the party before it's over. So it's like depending on how much fun I'm having. So Sharifa, she
I,
was Ludacris artist. I need a boss. I definitely don't know that song.
I feel like I remember that song.
I would have to hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and hear that one. But I feel like I remember. All right, next question. We
I'm
got a
about to say that's the first song that popped into my head just now.
that's Khalees, ain't it?
Yeah. Uh-oh. You froze again? Oh.
No, no, no. I was reading. My bad. Excuse me. That was not it. Was oh no, that was not the song. That was Khalees. That was
Yeah,
definitely
that was
Khalees. She was
Khalees
popping.
song. Yeah, that's a whole
All
different
right,
song.
next question.
If you could spend a day with a person dead or alive, who would it be? Damn.
I
You
already got
know,
an answer, but I'll let you go first.
you asked me this question ahead of time, and I did not even think about who I would pick. So I would actually let you answer this question first.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
And it has to be
So
one person?
one person
Now,
for the sake of time. We got like 10 minutes. I feel like we're gonna actually end on time today. So,
we
um,
going to see.
all right. So the one person that I would bring back to life to spend the day with is definitely my grandma, and I've talked about her in like season one of even why I'm doing this at all.
Season
She was a part
3,
of it.
season 2. We've talked about it since
That
I've
was
been on the
my
show.
that was my boo right there.
Mhm.
So she was such an inspiring person for me. She always had my back. I always made my mom go get me M&Ms from the store back when it was like 25, 50 cents. So that's my G right there. Like there has never been a human being on this earth to inspire me or that I respected more than that lady. And if I could get one more day with her, heartbeat, no questions asked. That's who I'm bringing back. She'll probably be pissed that I brought it back though. But I'm just saying.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm picking two people because I
Oh
can't
my
choose.
gosh,
I
you
can't
always breaking the
choose.
rules.
I can't choose.
It's
Both of these
fine.
people have passed away. Um, the first person I'm going to say is my Aunt Joan. She passed away this year. The main reason why I would want to spend another day with her is because I felt like her time on this earth wasn't long enough. On top of me going into this woman that I am today, I felt like we could have a conversation that will even make me go further. So that for her for sure. Um, damn, it's getting hot in here. My eyes are getting sweaty. What's going on? What's going on? So
It's
somebody
okay
turn
to
on the
be
keyboard.
emotional. It's
Somebody
okay to
cutting
be
onions.
emotional, Nova Cash.
Somebody cutting onions or something. What's going on? My cousin Robin. Shout out to my cousin Robin, probably one of the most beautiful souls I ever met in my entire life. She passed away when I was about 13 years old, but the woman that I know she was, I know that I would have had a ton of fun with her as an adult. So I definitely would love to bring her back just to spend some time with her for a day. Her sons, my little cousins, I know they would love to see her for a day. So like I would I would definitely bring her back for a day. Oh, my
Oh,
heart.
you did it. You made it through. And see, I had your back because I was like, this is not going to be the final question.
Thank God, cause ooh, it's
I
it's
wanted to
just
look.
it's just crazy because it's like certain people that pass away. It's like, of course, we don't want to sound selfish and but like their time wasn't here long enough and things like that. But it's like we miss them. You know,
Absolutely.
we miss them a lot, a hell of a lot for sure.
JJ says, my father. A girl needs her father because it's hard not being able to talk to him.
I agree.
I
I
feel
agree
it.
completely. Shout out to my dad. I
Man,
agree
y'all came with
completely.
all the emotions. I should have made this one like question two.
You should have made it too. Oh my gosh. I didn't know ice could sweat so hard. Oh my goodness.
It's okay. It's okay to be emotional. Like you got love for these people,
Yeah.
and it took me a long time to talk about my grandma without getting emotional. Like I'm
Yeah.
because of me talking about her on this platform is the only reason I was able to get to a point where I'm okay. And it took 10, 15 years. It's been a while. Like that was high school.
Yeah.
She I think I was still in high school when she passed away. So
Yeah.
for a while I bottled it up and didn't think about it. And then afterwards, it was more like every time I talked about it, I felt guilty, you
Yeah.
know, because I wasn't there when she passed away. And she was like, first knew that.
Oh,
Did I break up?
yeah, a little bit. You said you were feeling guilty for a little while, and then it broke up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was feeling guilty a little while after she passed away because I was like her favorite person and I knew it. And I couldn't be there. Like mentally, I couldn't be there. So I didn't go. And JJ said, those are happy tears. Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay to be
Yeah.
emotional about that person. And you might not
And then
ever
my
get
aunt
over it completely.
for my aunt Joan, she was definitely all my entire family could vouch for me on this one, but she was just that person, she
Yeah.
was non-judgmental, she was always supportive, she was just lovely to be around. She minded her business. She had financial tips, she had career tips, she had health insurance tips. Like, she was definitely fully equipped. And then it's still relatively fresh because she passed February 4th of this year. So it's only
Yeah.
been about a month and some change now.
Yeah. So like I said, it's okay to be emotional about the people you love. It
Yeah.
don't matter how long it's been. It's okay to be emotional about it. You're gonna miss that person. They impacted you. Of course you're gonna miss them, you
Yeah.
know?
Very true.
So that's why I'm gonna let your two people slide this time.
Thank you.
All right. Final question. You ready?
Let's do it.
This one might be a bit thought provoking. So let's see. How do
Mm.
you know when someone really loves you? How do you know? I'm interested to see JJ's answer on this one too, because I know it's coming.
Hmm. How do I know when someone truly loves me? Instead of like just love, not like a romantic love.
Hmm. Let's say romantic love. The card didn't specify though.
All right, then we're not doing romantic love.
No, no, romantic love. I think people want to know romantic love. I think the other one is too easy.
Yeah, the other one is way too easy.
No, let's do romantic love.
When you know that say like your partner truly loves you
Hmm.
romantically.
Yeah.
I would say one thing that I would say that I've noticed with especially my partner is making sure that I'm taking care of myself. Like making sure I washed, making sure I ate, making sure, my finances are together, making sure I'm not going into the negative in my bank account, making sure I made it to places like when we like depart from each other, if I'm going to work, going home, or whatever the case may be, making sure I made it there safely. Just really caring about my well being, I think, is uh how I knew that he loved me. On top of like the little things, when people pay attention to the little things, like he paid attention to how I blush. And I never had a guy ever tell me that you blush like this, like you do this little thing, and I'm like, what? Dude, what?
Yeah.
And then it made me realize that like next time I started blushing, I paid attention to that. They make their problems your problems. I mean, your problems their problems, I should say.
Hmm.
So like if I'm upset about something, I feel some type of way, then he would start feeling some type of way.
Yeah,
I think that's a huge one because like if it doesn't, because if it's affecting your partner and you truly love that person, it's going to affect you too.
true, true. I can agree with
And
that.
let me think of a third one.
There's more? No, I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah, there's a lot of things. Shoot, you know I love love. So love. What Tamar said, I got love all over me. Say no.
All right,
uh, I don't know. I can't think of a third one, but I feel like those are the top two: the well-being and the little things.
JJ. I knew it was coming. Anyway, she says, can't wait to come home so I could be his piece from the world. Even though I'm still on the clock until 8, I tell him he's doing a good job to keep him encouraged. Even though I make more.
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
She was like, but also, you know what
Wait,
I'm
JJ.
saying? I'm making the bank. So,
I'm making the
I'm
bank.
just saying.
I'm making the bank, but
Love JJ, man.
you have a partner that he still feels man enough. Some men don't feel like, my partner is making more than me, I feel less than. You're not making him
Yeah,
feel that way. You're still his piece. You're still there for him. So I love that.
absolutely. How do I know when someone really loves me? All
How
right.
did you know your wife started loving you?
Whew, I can answer that one after this because I feel like you already pretty much hit everything on the nail for the most part. But it's the effort.
The
Like
effort. I
when
think
that
that's
person
the part three that I should have said. But go ahead.
when that person is putting in the time and the patience and the emotional bank, like when they're putting all that stuff into you and they're receiving what you're putting into them, that's how you know. Like it just clicks, you know. How I knew that I was in love, well, that my wife was in love with me. She's more verbal. That it takes it doesn't happen right off the bat. So it's she's one of those people where at first she's really like guarded. So
Hmm.
the moment I knew she really loved me is when she started to let her guard down and let me into who she was as a person and like her issues and the things that she was going on with. She started trusting me. And that was huge, you know. So once I got to that point where I didn't have to like pry things out of her, where she was like accepting of the fact that I'm going to ask how you're doing and you're not mad about it. Those types small things that make into like the big blossom of love. When I
I love
figured out that I was in love with her, it happened earlier. I just literally couldn't see myself without her. So yeah,
Aw, love. So you told her you love her first before she said she love you?
don't make me lie now.
Oh, okay.
I probably did though.
I definitely said I love you first. I definitely said I always going to say I love you first.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it like that. I did. I definitely said it first
Love, love.
because at that point I was probably trying to break like the barrier in between us. I'm like, listen here, girl. I'm here for you.
I'm here
You
for
know what I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm,
sometimes you
st-
got to say that.
I'm standing in the proverbial rain, just out here looking at you outside this dark window, this wall you put up, and
Oh,
now you got.
okay. I was about
And
to say,
then I
you
built.
talking to
I
her? Like,
broke. I broke that proverbial wall, and
it's
I put a
metaphor.
window in this piece. Right. I put the window here. Now you see me. Now let me in. Let's build a door so I can come in. You know,
Hmm.
that's the
I
type. I
love
am a
that.
hopeless romantic though. So
I love that.
thank
Look
you.
at us. Look at
We
us.
all we all mature about love and stuff.
Right. Right.
All right. I have nothing else. That was the
No more
last
questions.
question. No more questions. You told me 5. I gave you 5.
That was 5.
That was 5.
Oh, well,
I
I guess
mean,
that's it. Thank you guys for coming through.
I got the deck right here. It's not like
Did you want
I
to
can
do
ask
one
you.
more?
All right, we got no graphic. This is the last one because you're trying to make me go into overtime. I still got 2 minutes. Um,
Just one more card. Just one more. For
all
shits
right.
and
Would
giggles.
you would you risk your life to save a stranger?
Thank you guys for coming to the BK Space Show. See, this is
That
also
was
one of those questions that's layered for me because when we say risk my life to save a stranger's life, am I jumping in front of a bullet? Am I pushing them from in front of a train?
whatever the case is. Would you do
Honestly,
it?
honestly, I probably would. I have before. I've risked my life a few times for strangers. Like I've done a lot of things for strangers that a lot of people probably would just walk on by. So yes, I probably would because I've done it before.
It depends on. For me, it depends. It's
I
not
don't
as layered.
I don't think it depends for me because like in that spur of the moment, that split second, I really care for other people. I actually care about people.
Yeah, yeah, I can vouch for that one. I care about people to a point. Being
I'm
honest, we're being
not
real
jumping in
here.
front of no bullet for you though.
I don't know. Family, that's one thing. But a
It's a
complete
stranger.
stranger, unless it's a kid,
I'm
unless
definitely
it's a
saving the
kid,
kids.
I'm saving. I'm doing it for the kid. But anybody else, I don't know. I can't 100% be
I wonder
being
if
honest.
it's
I don't know if
because
I could just say I could do that.
I wonder if I adopted this thought process because I live in this big city. So it's like so much be going on, and I literally see people like pass judgment so much on strangers that I decided not to be that type. So it's like if I see somebody in danger, I'm definitely gonna be like, "Hey, bruh, go the other way."
Yeah, yeah. I'm cool with certain things, but if it was like completely imminent death and I knew it, I would probably hesitate. Me being where I'm at in my mindset right now, I would probably hesitate. Depending on what the
I
situation
can see
is,
that.
because I'm thinking of like the pain is going to be unbearable. I can't shut it off and just be like, train, I'm gonna jump in front of it for you.
Yeah, I want to share something. It wasn't necessarily a life. I mean, who knows if it was a life threatening situation? I'm on this bus one day.
Hmm.
I'm sitting on the back of the bus. There are not that many people on the bus. There are two men. Everybody else are women. Well, two men are sitting. One man is standing up. Everybody else is women. And the third man is like bucking at the woman. So like at first I'm not paying attention because I'm like maybe they know each other. I don't want to get into any domestic squabbles and everything like that.
Yeah,
And like he starts putting his hands on her on the bus. Like he started yanking at her and like pushing her and stuff. And you could hear her like, "Get off of me, get off of me." So another lady jumped in and she was like, do y'all know each other? And she's like, "I don't know this man to save my life." And me being me, I jump up and I'm like, "Bro," like getting in between them, like, "Bro, you need to stop. You need to stop right now. Like, you're putting your hands on a woman." I'm thinking he might have been on, he looked like he was on drugs. I'm not even gonna hold you. He definitely had that look, the
yeah,
look.
yeah,
And I jump in between them and I'm like, "Bro, you got to stop. Like if you want to fight." And at the time I was on go, so it's like
yeah.
if you try, and I'm not the scary type, so it's like, bro, if you want, let's
If you
go.
want to go, let's get it.
So he like mean mug me, and I like turn into the Hulk right quick. And then as soon as I like beef up a little bit, the two other women come behind me, and we're all like pushing him off the bus and like getting off the bus. And the only thing I could think of is if we didn't stand up for her, what could have happened? You know,
Yeah,
I don't really think that that was necessarily life threatening, but at the same time, it's like
it could have been.
it could have been. It could have been. He got off the bus right then and there. We made sure the woman was safe, made sure she got to her destination. So I just hope that, months on down the line now, that she's okay, because we could have prevented something that could have been even worse. And that's
Those,
that's why I said that, it's been a lot of occasions when I'll jump up, shoot, pulled over on the side of the road, seeing somebody's car smoking,
yeah.
um, all different types of stuff. I be putting myself in danger now that I think about it.
I hear world superhero, and I see you. I see you.
All
Those
heroes don't
things,
wear capes. Some of
those
them are
type of
annoying, but
situations. True, but those type of situations can go either way. So definitely be careful. If you are out here jumping into situations like that, make sure that you are prepared. You know, for
yeah,
whatever happens later. Um, but for me, jumping in front of something, I know I helped that one person, but then what about my family? Like this is
oh
my
yeah,
thought process. Like I have, for me, my family is everything. So
yeah,
I feel like if I take myself out the equation, I wouldn't know what happened to them. I would not be resting easy at all. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
JJ answered the question. If
If you
you love,
God,
oh, go ahead.
if
No,
you
you
love
got it.
God and His people, no matter their views, you'll do something to stand up for what is right.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And even if you don't believe in God, I just feel like if you have morals, you know, if you have morals, you're going to stand up for something. You're always going to stand up for something. But like I said, I don't know about jumping in front of a bullet, though.
Yeah, but it's just the
It's
pain,
layers.
and yeah, it's layers. You know what I'm saying? God, just be saying it.
Hold on, wait. What you just say? You breaking
And
up real
I'm
bad.
breaking up.
Oh, there
I don't
you go.
know. I don't know. No, no. You know what? I was about to make a joke about the Lord. It wasn't gonna be bad. It wasn't gonna be bad. But I think God was like, no, don't even,
That's exactly why. Don't be playing.
don't even be playing with these
Don't be
preachers out
playing.
here.
Don't be playing.
It wasn't gonna be nothing bad though. I was just gonna mimic a preacher, but
This is a little bit
no.
off subject, but I got to say it.
No,
Even
you're just trying to
though,
make this show keep going. I know what you're doing.
even though I love the show, we got to do every 2 weeks. I didn't know what I was gonna do last Sunday. I was looking like a square, twiddling my thumbs. You know, even though we all have different views of like God and God or no God or whatever the case may be, none of us really try to force our beliefs on the next person.
No, I don't.
I
I don't
really
believe in doing that.
appreciate that for, our friendship and our friends that we have, because it's like some people really be trying to push their beliefs onto you. And it's like, okay.
I am from my grandma was always like one never argued the Bible, so that is something that I always remembered in the back of my mind. I never argued the Bible with people, and two, she always is like, listen, your job is just live your life, curse like, you know. You can believe in God. Not everybody's gonna believe, and this is me adding. Not everybody's gonna believe in God. But if you just live your life the way you're supposed to live your life, you're either going to inspire someone or at least make somebody's day pleasant by me not beating you over the head with my beliefs. So I tend to keep those to not really to myself because I tell you what side I'm rocking with all the time.
Yeah. But you're
But
not but you're not beating nobody over the head and like, you need to believe Jesus Christ, I'll save you. You don't say that.
yeah, like no, no, no. I also don't believe in judging people. Like, so you do whatever it is you do. I have my skeletons, you have your skeletons. So my skeletons ain't better than your skeletons.
Yeah. I
JJ
agree.
says the only person she's taking a bullet for is her husband. And also, if is the key word, God be who whoever it is to be nowadays.
Ain't no
I
big
feel it.
deal.
But me personally, I just don't feel like beating you over the head with my beliefs.
Ain't no point.
No,
There's no
it's
point.
not. It's only gonna either make you dig your heels in deeper, or
Now you're upset.
I've never seen anybody in an online forum in the comment section be like, "Hey, I'm changing my life because you yelled at me about how much you love God." I've never
You yelled
seen it.
through caps.
I've
With
never seen it. I'm just stressing myself out. But if I just live my life the way, and just tell you, hey, I've been blessed today, I'm good.
that's enough. I feel like
That's
that's
enough for
enough.
me. Yeah, I ain't gotta do nothing else after that. If you gonna change, if you gonna rock over here with us on God's side, you gonna do it if you want to.
That's a great
Ain't
way
no
to end.
ain't no point in me yelling at you.
That's a great way to
All right.
end right there.
All right. So we're in the doggone thing, man. You know,
Thank you. You for coming out to see another episode of the BK Space. You now.
I don't know what happened.
What the heck just happened here?
I don't know.
Okay, I can hear the music too. Okay.
All right.
Thank you again, guys. It has been a wonderful, wonderful episode. As always,
Factuals.
you got to say the drop.
I definitely enjoyed the episode today. Remember, everybody, in the next couple of weeks, it's gonna be Novocaine leading the show.
Yeah, that's me. It's just gonna be me, baby.
We gonna see if she has a co-host or not. I don't want to like throw.
I don't want to
anything
be
out
by
there.
myself, but if I gotta be by myself, I'ma cry. I'ma cry for real.
I just didn't want to like stop the show. You know what I'm saying? We got to
Oh
keep the
no,
vibes
it's
going.
definitely gonna be a show in two weeks. Someone's gonna be here with me. Demo, you're gonna be here.
All right. Again, if the show is too good, he's never going to be invited
Oh my
again.
god.
Anyway, y'all do us a favor and head over to www.thebkspaceshow.com where you can find these lovely hoodies. You know what I'm saying? And some logo tees. Novocaine, let them know what else they got to do for the crew.
Head over to Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star written review. Head on over to Spotify. Leave us a 5-star rating. Spotify.
Leave the 5 stars. And if you in these Facebook streets and YouTube streets, like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe everywhere. YouTube, Facebook. Please, thank you. We appreciate you.
We out here in these streets. But anyway, thank y'all for listening. I have been the BK Spades here with my very lovely co-host,
Novocaine, baby.
All right, y'all. We up out this thing. Thank y'all for listening.
Cut it.
Oh man, yo. I would thank y'all for listening, man. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. It's not the B-side. I am really just adding every time bloopers at the end of this. Every time, right?
Every time.
All right, y'all. We up out, man. Y'all be cool.